Where do we start? One Piece. Film Red. What a movie. What a show. What a film. You know what? Just Oda does it again. The teases, everything about it. Been doing Chainsaw Man reviews. I'm not gonna lie to you, they've been frustrating me just a little bit too much. So I thought, you know what? One Piece. Go back to the Holy Grail, make myself feel a bit better. And boy, I was not disappointed. Right, before we get into this, just say there will be spoilers for the movie. So if you haven't seen it, click off now. You do not want to see this. The whole premise for it, the whole idea of it was pretty good. Shanks was on screen for more than 5 minutes, which is always good. Good backstory. It was okay. It had me questioning who was the pagan. It had me questioning who's going to be the overall bad guy, which I think is good. Yeah, had me question who was going to be the overall bad guy with Gordon. With Gordon, I thought maybe it was him. In the end, it was slyly him. He lied to her, but she knew all along. I thought that was a bit unnecessary. It was okay. It was okay. The ending, though, boy, let's talk about the ending. The ending. Got the glimpse of Gear 5. Shanks just basically said to them, "You don't want it right now." 3 of them, 3 admirals there, and they were like, "You know what? Yeah, we don't want it right now." Just left. I can't. When we see this guy throw hands, when we see Shanks get down, you know it's going to go down. I really hope we do, because Oda's built him up to be some crazy, powerful guy, and we have to see it now. You can't not show us what he can do. So we'll see. Is it going to be him and Teach? Is Teach going to beat him? Is that going to put Teach on a new pedestal? Who's the final boss? What's Shanks got to do with the 5 elders? Well, so many questions. I ain't seen the manga. Try to avoid spoilers. Obviously, get spoiled here and there, but just Jesus. Uta's power. Uta's Sing fruit. Nuts. Amazing. Sick power. Lock people into another world. Gave me them infinite Tsukiyomi vibes. Very, very, very Naruto-esque. Naruto was, in my mind, was the best before I saw One Piece. So it happens to all of us, Happens to all of us. Watch One Piece. You realize, you've been putting off because it's so long. You watch One Piece, you think, rah, how did I ever think Naruto was the best, Oh, God. From the off, like all the movies, we started with all the characters. Got to see everybody back together in the Straw Hats. It's been so long we've been in Wano, and I ain't seen them together, so it was quite nice. Got to see obviously Bartolomeu. Get to see Kobe. I think it is Kobe. The other brother with a bit of shades. Definitely forgot his name. Always forget his name. The Door fruit guy from Enies Lobby, man. Water 7. God, it was only yesterday. I forgot his name. But yeah, you get to see him. All the Big Mom crew's back. Law, obviously. No kid in this one. It was good. It was good. I liked seeing all the cast and stuff like that. Bringing them all back, taking them out of it. The way Luffy just jumped on stage and spoke to Uta like it was nothing. He's still an idiot, which is good to know. The movie was good. It moved slow, it moved fast. The pacing was quite good. The animation was on top. I just think overall it was a great experience. If you haven't gone to see it, you need to go and see it now. Right now. Because it's just something different about seeing One Piece in the cinema, I might go back and see it in 4D as well, I think. Just something different. But anyway. I reckon we should just get into it, I guess. We start off, Uta's concert. The Straw Hats are there. A few undercover people were there. So obviously you're starting to think, why are the Marines here? What's going on? They get you asking questions early doors. Sorry if, I only saw it yesterday. I should have done it straight after. My memory might be a bit off, but hey ho. So Starts the concert. Luffy's at the concert. All the gang are in outfits. Genius again. Genius marketing. More figures. More things to sell. Just do you know what? I loved Usopp in the Kiss outfit. But, sick. Very good touch. Oh, wait till we get into it later. Beppo. Oh my god. But yeah, so everybody loves Uta, basically. She does her concert. She does her sing song. You find out later on what her power is, but you know she's basically using her voice to change the world. She says she's gonna do a concert about singing. Says she hates pirates. You're a bit confused at this point. What happened? Why? You still don't know why she left Shanks. So we get further and further into it, and she tells Luffy, you know, not to be a pirate. Why can't you just be a pirate? Stay with me. You get any lonely feelings? It's toying with your emotions, pull on your heartstrings a little bit. I don't quite feel sorry for her just yet because I don't know why she's left Shanks, why she's left the crew, why she's on her own. So, you know, we move a bit more. It took a while, to be fair, for me to get invested in it. I was just taking in the information, but I'm one of them people I like that. Give me information, give me questions, as long as you give me answers. Answers? As long as you give me answers, I'm happy. Which One Piece always delivers, always gives me answers. So yeah, you still don't know the plan. You don't know the plan at this point. You just know that Uta don't like pirates. So when Luffy says he's going to be Pirate King, face drops all over. She's hangs up the crew. Yeah, it's a bit crazy, basically. All the crew get caught up. Luffy manages to get out. Room, shambles. You know the rest. And yeah, so he's safe. He's with Law. Obviously, then the mission is to find what's going on. Luffy wants to... says, where's the Sunny? That was sick as well. Great marketing again, man. Getting the little Thousand Sunny. I have to get me one of those little plushie running around. Sick. Very, very good. In the end, obviously, I think, who is it? Kobe in the end works out the notes and the scores. Brooks sings or release the Straw Hats, this and the other. They're all working to try and find a solution. You slowly find out a bit more. They meet Gordon. You don't know what happens until the very end, until Shanks turns up and then the flashback hits you. You find out eventually that she's got him in the sort of infinite Tsukiyomi. That's the power. They're all in another world. It's not actually real. So when she rips the hat, it's not actually ripped. Blah, blah, blah. I was shocked. She ripped the hat. Obviously. Didn't actually rip the straw hat. The Marines turn up to fight Uta. They've got these mad glasses and, you know, headphones so they can't hear her notes, so they can't affect her. Fujitora, I found it so funny. He had one on. It's like he's blind anyway, can't see. Just give him earmuffs. How does he even know what's going on if his ears are covered? No, don't. But yeah, so it was alright. It's anime, innit? We moved past it. They start hurting the civilians, the Marines, and she's like, look, you're hurting the civilians, because Uta's using her power to get the civilians to defend her. It's all wild, and who's going to stop him? Who's going to save him? Loads of questions. Nobody really knows what the deal is. Obviously, we all knew it was coming. Here he is. The king turns up. As she's about to stab Luffy, Shanks. Boom. She's starstruck, and we are now going to get into the final section of the film. She was obviously, I think Kizaru? Kizaru tried to get involved with Uta. In the fake world, somebody got shot, and there was this scene where she saved him. In the real world, Kizaru shot someone with his laser, and she's trying to save him, and she couldn't help him. And yeah, that was a bit of like, wow, you know, she's living in a dream world. She's been cut off from the outside world for so long, and it touched my heart a little bit. Uta, you can see her emotion, you know, the emotions are running high. Shanks, the power, like I said before, unbelievable. He basically tells Kizaru, nah, we're having a family quarrel here. You step back, and he just steps back. Nobody wants it with Shanks. It's actually wild. Nobody wants it with Shanks. You obviously find out as we get further into it, you're letting into the truth that it wasn't actually Shanks who destroyed the village. It was Tots Musica. She summoned Tots Musica. She says she knew it all along. You find out Tots Musica's kind of been manipulating her the whole time to find the music, to read the music, and it wasn't actually her fault. You start to feel sorry for her, and the emotions all come out when she's, you know she's going to die. She's been eating the mushrooms. She's been eating these mushrooms, and my brain's all over the place. She's been eating these mushrooms, and when you eat the wake mushroom, you don't sleep, but when you finally sleep, you die. It's a bit wild. Shanks tries to give her a medicine after it's all over, and we'll come back to the end in a minute. She's rushing too far ahead. Let's go back. So she summons Tots Musica, and they obviously find out that they need to attack Tots Musica, one from each side. I forgot to even say the celestial dragon that Luffy punched in the face turned up and got dealt with again. Loved that. Basically cussed, said nope, no slaves around here. So it was very musical. A lot of songs. Yes, they're going in that direction. You know what? It's all about marketing. It's all about selling products, and they're doing the right thing. They're doing the right thing in that sense, and I'm not going to complain about it. I like it. Not all the tunes were for me, but it is what it is. It was nice to see Shanks in action, doing his thing. Don't get to see much of him. Once Tots Musica was summoned, there's this wicked scene where Luffy tries to reason with her. Says, you gotta stop this now. I know this ain't you, blah, blah, blah. And she goes to stab him, and boom, Gordon gets in front of him and says, no, I've had enough of this. Why are you hurting your friends? This is not right, and things like that. And he spills the beans. He says, it wasn't me. It wasn't them who did it. It wasn't Shanks. It was Tots Musica. And she knew, and she still did it, and that reiterates that she was being manipulated by Tots Musica the whole time. The thing I've just skipped over it, and I've completely forgot Beppo in his mad Uta outfit when they were all talking to Gordon, and he's got this thing that just keeps going off. It just had me in stitches, man. I love that panda, man. He's a sick guy. So yeah, she fell asleep, and when she woke up, everybody was dead because of Tots Musica. It was crazy, man. It was crazy. So Shanks wanted the best for her, and I get emotional talking about it. You find out Shanks told him, don't say nothing. Shanks was able to defeat Tots Musica because she was only a child, and she didn't take the wake mushroom, so she was always going to fall asleep. But in this one, obviously, she couldn't fall asleep. Good film. Great film. You got to see, as we get into the end scene now, obviously, they figured out they had to attack both of them at the same time, one from each world, because when Tots Musica comes, the worlds are combined into two. So you had Luffy on the fake world, the infinite Tsukiyomi, if you will, the Sing Sing world, and you had Shanks on the outside world. You had Usopp and his dad, which was wicked, so they could see each other's vision, and right leg, left leg, and everybody was attacking the parts together. In the end, it came to the final bit. Yasop called for Shanks, Usopp called for Luffy, and boy, they unleashed their attack together. And bro, goosebumps all over thinking about it. Shanks is just, bro, the haki, it's all crazy. Luffy's he's in gear 4 now. He's gone slim, and as it comes to the end of it, as they're punching, it cuts backwards and forwards. You see he's got the gear 5 swirly eyebrows going on. Oh, bro, it was boom, nuts, amazing. Great animation, snippets of the manga. After they killed Tots Musica, you see the shot from the back, and you see Luffy in that gear 5 form alongside Shanks. It cuts to the end. They don't interact again. Usopp don't interact with Yasop. If they do, you don't see it. Luffy doesn't interact with Shanks. Again, very disappointing. I can't believe it. You get to see Uta and Shanks interact. Tries to give her the medicine. She says, no, I've got to sing. She's got to bring everyone back. At the end, you see her lying down in her jacket on Shanks' ship. He loves to do it. Oda loves to do it to us. You don't know if she's dead or not. I'm going to assume she's alive. Same with like Bon Clay. You don't know if he died to Magellan, a lot of poison. They do a lot of that, And most of the time, if they don't show them dead and they don't confirm they're dead, They ain't dead. So I'd like to think Uta's still alive. She might make another appearance. Keep her. Is she just gonna stick with the films? You don't know. But overall, the film was good. The film was good. Not my favorite One Piece film. But yeah, it was good. It was very, very good. I enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed it too. I hope you guys enjoyed this review too. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow me on Twitch, follow me on TikTok, Instagram. Don't forget we're going to Japan in April 2022. Me and Akis. Stay in tune for the channel. You get to see our whole journey. We're going to try and vlog as much as we can. Check the TikTok for updates on what we're going to be doing. There's already a video on there about Kumamoto. We're going to go see all the statues, go to Oda's hometown. We're going to be driving up to Mount Fuji. We're going to be doing so much. It's going to be wicked. Love to take you along with us. And yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. And we'll catch you on the next one. Peace.